Good afternoon, my crafty friends. This is Debbie with GRN Market, and this is Christmas in July. And this is the step-by-step journal I'm showing you, the Junk Journal Christmas Tree Ornament. And we are on step 5. Well, step 5 is actually sewing around the journal to secure the front and the back together, and also the inside. This is what it looks like now. The sari silk, the ties are on very securely. I can tie it in a bow. And I kind of guessed on the measurements on this, so probably could have left it a little bit longer. But anyway, this is just the demo. I was trying to show you different ways to do different ties. So maybe the eyelets would be easier. That way you'd have a little bit more free range with the size. But you could always add something onto these too. Okay, so that was step 5. And just if you're not sewing, remember to use a fabric glue. Fabric tack is a good one. And then so I did go ahead and sew some of the journals in, but I did wanted to show you. This is the size of the signature page. It's 4.5 by 6. And then just fold it in half. And these are very strong because this is cardstock. So it's very stiff. Use your bone folder to fold it out. And there is a page for your signature. So I've already gathered them up, and then another thing is before you sew them in, you want to add any lace or ribbon before you sew them in. It just makes it a lot easier. I mean, I think you can kind of work it in there, but this just makes it a lot easier. And I just put ribbon or lace only in one signature. So there's 3, 2, and then this will be 1. So that just gives it a lot, you know, just something for it to stick out. And then you can, you know, you can add more embellishments on the edges, but it does give you room in there. So let's see, this was the top. And then too, you know, as I was doing this, I thought, you know what? If we're going to put these on, we do really need to clip off those brads. They're too long, because then it made my signature go all the way to the bottom. So it's still in there. Everything's in there. I mean, it does leave a lot of room at the top, but yeah, just for reference, I kind of made a note to myself to snip those off. It just makes it... because you run into the problem, it's right here. So maybe snip them off as close as you can, and then put a lot of glue in there. Glue it down. So I did go ahead and do a couple of the signatures off camera, just because it is a little bit fiddly. So I'm sorry, my dog is barking. Can't seem to get away from her barking sometimes. So, and then we just measure just 3 times the signature, and you could always add just a little bit more if you're worried that it might be too short. This is actually a really good rule to use. I haven't had any problems yet, knock on wood. And then I don't know if you guys have seen like people when they thread their needles, they just kind of loop one end here. And then if your eye, you know, if your eye's big enough, kind of get where it's naturally folding and just slip it in there. And of course it's not going to do for me because I'm on camera. Oh, there we go. Instead of fiddling with the ends of it, especially this is embroidery floss, and there's like 6 pieces in here, and it's not real tight. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with that or not. Okay, so this is what I had done. I'll use that in a minute. That's just a little bit of washi tape. like I said, the signatures. Oh, and make sure that if any of your pages like have definite, like a definite design that needs to be upright, yeah, make sure you're going the right way. I kind of had to redo one of mine and went whoops. So anyway, this is what I had done. I kind of kept this back here. And this is the template that I created. And it's just, this is really hard to see, this fabric. So, sometimes I have to, as I'm sewing it in, I have to go back and, you know, kind of find the hole again with the awl or the pokey tool, like, I'm not sure, whatever it's called. So, and then I used the foam. Got 2 pieces there. Like I said, you just want to use something underneath, not your finger, as I did in the previous video. I punched my finger. Just kind of keep your finger away when you do this. I'm just actually widening the holes just a little bit more. So yeah, putting in the signatures, I mean, for me is a little bit, I think for everybody it's a little bit fiddly. I don't particularly care to do this on the video, but I figured, okay, well, we'll do it. Other people do it, so let's try it. And then what I do is, just so I don't lose that, because I have pulled it all the way through, is I just take a piece of washi and just secure that down. Again, let's see here. I want to make sure we're going the right direction. We might want to clip these together. Let's see, maybe a big clip. We have a big clip over here. Yeah. A big paper clip. And this is, I think this is 6. Yeah, no, a range is 6. And then sewing in the signatures is step 7. I mean, that's how I'm numbering them. You can number them however you want. And then I just start in the center. And this is what I mean. Like, these holes are really hard to see. Like, I have created holes, but they're really, really hard to see. You just go in the center, and then the bottom or the top. This is where it gets a little bit tricky to see the hole that's already been punched. You can tell it's been punched because the needle went right through. So, and then you have to pre-punch the holes. Makes it a lot easier. And kind of a little bit of a tug, not too much. And now you either, just depending on which way you started, just, you know, you skip this one, go all the way down. And usually once these are in, you can see the hole. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So let's see here. We could take a look. The outside, I give that a pull, and then we can see again the center is right there. We try not to split the threads. So let's get that out of my way. Yeah, this is where it comes a little bit fiddly, and sometimes you got to just pull it back and the needle already fell out again. Sometimes you just need to go into the cover and then the signatures. And then it came unthreaded. This is like I said, it can be fiddly. Oh, I kind of missed some. Let's see if I can pull them. They're splitting on me. I can just get them through. There we go. Almost there. Almost to the end. Okay, and then like I said, we got to come back in that center hole. And I think we did it. Yay. We got there. And then you want to just give these a tug. I mean, I've done this several times, but it is just, I don't know, it's fiddly for me. If you guys have done it, is it fiddly for you? I just want to make sure the outside's nice and snug, not too loose. Yeah, and then I chose a color that blended in with the fabric. So, I know you're supposed to tie some type of double knot. I never know if I should tie a double knot or not. But yeah, then you can leave these to hang, or you can tie them off. Nope, we can remove that. And it is stiff and it wants to open, but that's just that cardstock in there. And then now we can just get rid of all of these clips. Like I said, I made this out of, this is a hole by mistake. And I actually did use something that was a little bit firmer. I was using this other paper and it was way too flimsy. So, yeah. But I had to come down so far because of that brad. So, something to keep in mind. Clip those ends off, or maybe don't even use the brad. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that was step 7. So we'll just tie this. See if we can tie it in a smaller bow. Oh, there we go. That doesn't look too bad. It even has some room in there for decorating. And then these are just extra hanging down. Oh, that one wants to hang on the top. Okay. But then, let's see. And then, what did I say? Step 8. Oh, you know what? You can add corners. Now, I have these corners, but I don't like the color. They're very, very bright. I'd rather, you know, have this kind of antique. I think it's like an antique gold or brass or something here. So, these corners are kind of pretty. Except it does show up on there really good. And these are just glued on with some like E6000. I think I used. I think I did. I can't remember. But this is totally optional if you want to add those. I do have those on the other ones, but I do have them in the, let me bring this over. But these are in the brass, antique brass, I think it is. And that's, it's not so bright. But I think what I'm going to do is kind of touch these up with the, I have a coffee metallic stain and see what they do. And get those glued on. These are just glued on. These aren't like the pressed on ones. Those are actually too, this isn't thick enough for them. So I can't really use those. I do like the corners though. Okay, so let's see. Let's see, that was just about half the time right there. So you can add, like I said, you can add a charm. And what I was thinking is I have these. These are those bulb clips. Bulb. I think that's what they're called. So what we can do, make it removable. See, and I used this, and I used about 16 inches. I've been measuring everything so I could give you guys some measurements. Yeah, 16 inches. And I think I did, let's see, how many did I do on here? Well, this is double, 2, 4, 6. So I did 3 pieces of the 16. So we'll just measure 16. Oop. We'll just fold it. And then what we do is we double it, and then we get 6 pieces. And then this gives you the option to add your own personal items, or you can also bead, either way. And this wax string here, it makes it really nice if you're beading any beads. Because if the hole's big enough, you don't need a needle. You just put them on. So let's see, I think I'm going to, yeah, like this. I'm not sure exactly like which, I'm assuming like put it at the bottom so you can clip that on there. Let's see here. Oh wait, that's not how we do that. We fold it in half and do it like this. Oh, now my band-aid's feeling like I've got a extra finger there. Okay, there we go. That actually makes a nice looking knot. And then now, I wish I would have thought about this before. We can, okay, we're just standing up. This just is like a pin, like a safety pin. It's a little bit more decorative though. So there we go. Now, like I said, and these can be shortened. They don't have to be this long. Or you can just let them let them hang off the shelf that long. So these work out pretty good. Or again, you just do the same thing with a paper clip. Just kind of wanted to show you guys. These are gold paper clips, so they make them, you know, they're a little bit nicer than the silver ones, unless you have, like, maybe you do have silver, but I was kind of trying to make this kind of like a traditional kind of Renaissance feel. I mean, I don't know, is that what you guys are kind of getting out of this? Let's see, we'll do another, we'll just go ahead and do another 16. It seems kind of long, but it's better to have a little extra than not enough. And then you can actually just, even if you don't want to bead, maybe you just have things you want to tie on. Would be nice. So maybe that's what we'll do in the next one. I just wanted to kind of show you guys some options of like removable charms. Like if you wanted to write or decorate in it. And let's see. I don't know if you guys have seen, like, other creators have done this. It's nothing new. Just, I don't know if you've seen them tie, I mean, they just tie anything on, little toys, little mementos. I'm just trying to even think what I have I could grab, but I did show you mine that I did tie on. I just tied on some things that, you know, were special to me, like things I received, or, and again, this one, now this paper clip, this just goes in onto a signature and then just hangs over. So see, it's a couple different ways, which is kind of nice. I mean, it just depends what you prefer. Let's see, I'll go ahead and grab the one I've already done, and the next time I'll find some things we can tie on. And then also, I know this one's kind of short, but again, you guys, I like music. This is, I probably picked up at some event I went to. This flower, I believe, was on a birthday gift of mine. It's foam, and I tried to flatten it, and it would not flatten. My granddaughter gave me this little toy. I'm sure there's some specific name for it. It's so cute, though. It's just a little fairy. And then this is just my dog. She's diagnosed. She's, well, she'll be 13 years old here pretty soon. Diagnosed with diabetes. I have to give her insulin shots now. And then she seems to be doing really well. So, I'm, you know, just making her comfortable. And then this is my uncle. He was a mechanic. And he did pass away recently. And he had so many tools in his garage that They just laid them out on tables and just said, you know, if you'd like some, take some, because they didn't know what they were going to do with them. There was so much. And then Hey Hey from the movie Maui, or Moana, not Maui. So yeah, that's just some of my things, but I think what I'll do is I'll gather up some other ones that we can just tie them on, and then we'll maybe do some beading also. And then I also wanted to kind of decorate some pages with you. Okay guys, that's it for today. My desk is a mess. I'll have to get organized again, but I hope you enjoyed it. And the next episode we'll do some more decorating. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.